Hello, you, and what's going on today? This episode of Brand Boost with Brand Vision Marketing is going to be talking about a LinkedIn survey that was released recently, and it had some pessimistic numbers to pass on. The focus of the survey is on workforce confidence. And according to the survey, the average American worker is feeling less confident about the economy and about their career these days. So, with workforce confidence at an all-time low, according to the survey, how is that going to impact your brand? I mean, the brand, let's face it, it's not just about an interaction with the consumer. The brand begins within the walls of the company, right? The employees that are living and breathing this brand, that's where the brand really begins. And if workforce confidence is at this all-time low, how is that going to impact your brand? So let's take a look at that on this episode of Brand Boost. And excuse Callie, she's floating around here. She wouldn't go play in the garage as I asked, so she's going to be interrupting from time to time. But according to this LinkedIn Workforce Confidence Survey, workers are feeling, and I'm quoting the survey now, workers are feeling more pessimistic about their career growth, finances, and job prospects than they have in years. Confidence in each of these areas, and I'm reading again, has never hit these levels of lows since LinkedIn started tracking this sentiment in April of 2020. Now, this includes during the early months of the pandemic when the economy took a deep dive and industries essentially came to a standstill. So, okay, first of all, we're talking about an all-time data that tracks back 5 years, okay? So when you're dealing with all-time levels of a survey data that's going back 5 years, that's really not much. So that's a very small sampling. So am I ready to panic? No, hardly. But not panic, but it may be time to take stock. I mean, let's look a little deeper at these numbers. According to the survey, it states, and I'm quoting again, overall worker confidence, which is scored on a scale from minus 100 to plus 100, plummeted last month, February of 2025. It dropped to plus 23 in February, down from plus 33 at the start of the year. For comparison, in April of 2020, at the outset of the pandemic, confidence was coming in at plus 29. Overall sentiment had peaked in January of 22, 3 years ago, at plus 41. So keep in mind, scoring is based on factors like how confident workers feel about their ability to hold jobs, or in certain cases to find new jobs, as well as to keep progressing in their careers while improving their personal financial situation. So focusing on that latter, money matters are particularly pressing, right? I mean, workers' confidence in their ability, according to the survey, to better their own personal financial situation over the next 6 months dropped to plus 15 this February of 25, which is even lower than the pandemic's first full month of April 2020, which scored at a plus 16. So even lower than pandemic levels. The survey touts this pessimism comes amid a slowing job market, new economic policies, and predictions that artificial intelligence advancements will disrupt most professions. So with that in tow, still, are we going to panic? Probably not. But it never hurts to take a beat and take stock. Take stock in your brand. Your brand's first breath, as I mentioned, every morning occurs within your company's walls. It is lived and breathed by your employees. Brands are far more than those manila folders that I've talked so often about in the minds of consumers. If you recall from previous videos, every interaction with a brand prompts the consumer to figuratively open up this manila folder in the mind, marked with your brand, and insert notes about that specific experience. The folders grow over time, allowing you to build up equity, brand equity, with the consumer. So those manila folders are even more prominent as they are with the consumers for your brand. They're even more prominent and far heavier manila folders with your employees, because they have tons of brand equity built up in that folder, right? Some's positive, we hope. Some's negative. Hopefully, for your brand's sake, it's weightier on the former side than the latter. But these are the same employees, keep in mind, that are charged with living the brand for and with the consumer, breathing life into those brand experiences that the consumers experience with your company. Now, that's pretty heavy stuff, right? I mean, that is very weighty stuff to think about your employees serving as the lifeblood of your brand, of your company's success. And yet you've got workforce confidence at a 5-year low. How are those survey results going to factor in, right? It doesn't sound positive. Pessimism about job growth, negative reflections on career growth, personal income. None of that is good. You navigate that by being mindful, first and foremost, that your brand's life begins within your walls, right? Your employees are your foundation. You're building from that foundation. So taking stock, first and foremost, with that in mind through your own survey. Take your own survey. Develop a branding program targeting your own employees to ensure that they have confidence moving forward in an accurately depicted positive future for them. Make sure that it is indeed a positive future for them. You don't want to put lipstick on a pig and pass it off as a T-bone, right? You want to make sure that they have a high level of confidence going forward. And these are kind of programs that we've done before. I mean, if you've listened to other videos, you know that I've touted a 3-step process that we use. Brand focus, which is the research phase that we use to identify a positive and profitable brand direction. Brand training, where we train employees how to live that brand and breathe life into it, since they are the lifeblood. And then brand plan, where we make all of that come together through a communications plan, where we communicate that through various media channels to the consumer. Well, brand training is a program that serves in those brand development projects, but it's not just that. It's not just reserved for those type of projects. Sometimes, it's needed as a refresher of sorts to ensure that employees are on the same page and actively living that brand with each interaction, or in this case, to make certain employees are feeling good about where they are and what they're doing now and in the near future and well beyond. We've done those type of programs for accounting firms, law firms, the University of Tennessee, a college within that system, a program along those lines for them. So certainly willing to help if you have questions about a survey and how to get going, or a program itself. If we can help create one for you, if you want a customized program to address your company's unique issues that you're dealing with, that's absolutely something we're more than happy to help with. Shoot an email to info@brandvisionmarketing.com or visit brandvisionmarketing.com and schedule a free discovery session. The process is simple. We spend 15 to 30 minutes learning about your specific challenges, and then come back with a developed customized plan to address those. So once you approve it, we schedule the training and off we're running. So thanks for watching this episode of Brand Boost, and don't be freaked out by the workforce confidence. It will be back, and you're just looking at 5 years of data, so don't worry about it. But if you do need help along those lines, we're here to help. So have a great day, and thanks for watching.